Hey, Sharanu Sharanarthigalu, dear learning enthusiast, welcome to SBPS online classes. Dear children, today we will start NCERT class 6, The Earth, Our Habitat, Geography, second chapter, Globe, Latitudes and Longitudes. Before going to start the discussion, let us understand the contents of this chapter. The contents are as follows. First one, introduction of globe. Second one, understanding the terms like axis, equator, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, parallels of latitudes, north pole, south pole. Third one, important parallels of latitudes. Fourth one, what are standard of meridians or longitudes? Fifth one, heat zones of the earth. Sixth one, longitude and time. Seventh one, why do we have standard time? So let us start the first one, introduction of globe. Dear children, can you imagine where you are living? Yes, exactly. You are living on the surface of the earth. Did you imagine what is the shape of the earth? Yes, dear children, our earth is in geoid shape. And how to identify that our earth is in the geoid shape? Yes, dear children, by the help of one tool. That is none other than globe. This is the globe. And globe is a true model or miniature form of the earth. Globe, it is the true model or miniature form of the earth. Dear children, our planet earth is not a sphere. It is slightly flattened at the north and the south poles and bulge in the middle. Just you observe on the globe, it is the exactly true model of the earth. So this is the north pole and this is the south pole. So the north pole and south poles, on the north pole and south poles are flattened, and in the middle it is budges means it is a bumped area. So it is exactly looks like our earth, so we call it as a miniature form of the earth. Miniature means small form of the earth. Dear children, by the globe, it is a very useful for studying the earth. By the globe, we can understand the earth's shape, size, movements, locating places, how the sun shines on the earth, how the seasons are forming, and how the days and nights we are experiencing on the earth, and so on. So this is by the study of the earth, it is very useful. And next we go through the globes may be of varying in size and types. The big ones globes and which cannot be carried easily. So in the classroom, in offices or in other areas, we are using big globes. These are cannot be carried easily. So instead of that, we are using another types of globes. Those are small pocket globes and balloon types globes. And small globes are also available. We can easily handle those, and we can carry different place from place to place, and which can be inflated and are handy and carried with the ace without any disturbance. We can carry the all the these type of globes very easily. The globe is not fixed, it can be rotated the same way as a top spin or a potter's wheel is rotated. So our globe is not fixed, it is rotating because we have the needle inside the uh, our globe. So these are the some types of the globe. This is the small globe and this is the pocket globe. So this is the pocket, and inside we have kept the globe. It is safety for the preserve of the globe. And next one, this is the balloon globe. We can blow the air inside the balloon, and balloon becomes bigger, and after we can see the continents as well as ocean on the surface of this globe, and it is easy to handle also. And next we go through the advantages of globe. It correctly represents the shape of the earth, how our earth uh, it exactly looks like. Our earth is looks like a flattened in the pole sides and budges in the middle. and it shows the north and south pole. This is the north pole and this is downside the south pole. So always the north shows the north direction and south shows the south direction. Pole means the measuring point in the down upper and the downside. It shows the correct size and shape of the continents and the oceans. So just you observe the globe. Here we have the pink color part of the landmass and green color landmass. So these are called the continents, and blue color, this is covered with the water bodies. So the water bodies covered around the earth. So we call it as a oceans. Four main oceans covered our continents. So this is a true model or miniature form of the earth. And in a globe, a needle is fixed through the globe and in a tilted manner, which is called the axis. So this is the globe, and inside from north pole to south pole we have fixed one more needle. It is not a straight line, so it is in a tilted manner. Tilted means slanting. So and it globe rotates on its axis. This is the axis. So this is the axis of the globe, and two points on the globe through which the needle passes are two poles. From the we can pass the needle from the north pole to south pole. So the north and south direction, here we have given name as a north pole, and here we have given south pole. And this is about the poles. Next we go through the globe can be moved around this needle from west to east just as earth moves. Just you observe the figure here. Our earth is rotating from western to eastern direction. So always our earth rotates on its own axis from the western direction to eastern direction. So just like our earth rotates on its own axis from the western to eastern direction. It's the movement of the earth. So our globe also, we can move our globe from the west to eastern side. And next we go through the real earth has no such needle. So this is the uh, earth, and but we have no needle inside the earth, and it moves around its axis is an imaginary line. Just you observe the figure here. This is the imaginary line. So it is rotates on its imaginary line. The earth rotates from west to east, but it is tilted towards the sun 23 degree point 4. So this is the perpendicular line. From the perpendicular line to it is tilted towards the sun 23.4 degree 4 degrees. So this is the axis and tilted degrees of the earth. And next we go through the an imaginary line about which a body rotates is called an axis. So this is the imaginary line, this is the perpendicular line. So in between the imaginary line and perpendicular line we have the difference. The earth has difference 23.4 degree, and our imaginary line, on the imaginary line our globe is rotating as well as our earth is rotating, and it is tilted and not perpendicular. It is tilted, not perpendicular. Next we go through the second main content, that is equator. Just you observe the picture here. One more globe also we have drawn here. So in this picture we can observe the some of the horizontal lines and the perpendicular lines, vertical lines also available on the globe. So what is the help of these lines? First we go through the equator. The imaginary line running on the globe divides into two equal parts. So this is the imaginary line. This imaginary line called the equator. It starts from the 0 degree. So 0 degree imaginary line, it is called the equator. The 0 degree imaginary line divides our earth into two equal parts. So the and northern half of the earth is known as northern hemisphere. This is southern direction. So northern half of the portion called the northern hemisphere, and southern half portion called the southern hemisphere. This is the southern hemisphere and this is the northern hemisphere. And next we go through the another few points about the our globe. Therefore the equator is an imaginary circular line and is a very important reference point to locate places on the earth. So it is very useful to locate the places because it is the basic line to measure the all latitudes, because we have given degrees to all latitudes. So first one, it is the 0 degree. It is the measuring point. From the 0 degree we have measured we can measure the all the latitudes those are available on the earth's surface. So just you observe, this is the 0 degree equator, 15 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. So up to 0 degree to up to north pole 90 degrees are latitudes are available. And in the same as in the southern hemisphere we have latitudes. So those are also in the form of degrees. So 0 degree, 15 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree up to 90 degree. And all parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitudes. So these are the parallels of the latitudes. Why we have called the parallel here means the 0 degree is the equator line and all the lines are perpendicular to each other. So the lines never meet each other. So it covers one circle, whole globe, towards the whole globe. That's why we call it as a parallels of latitudes. And the latitudes who located in the northern hemisphere, those latitudes are called the north latitudes, and the latitudes are located in the southern half or southern hemisphere, we call them as a south latitudes. And next we go through the the equator represents the 0 degree. Just you observe, we have given a name as a 0 degree. The equator line, it is a 0 degree latitude and it is biggest latitude compared to all. So this is the bigger latitude compared to the north pole. From the equator towards the north pole, the latitude measurement is decreasing order. So as same as in the south pole also. Since from the equator to the either of the poles is the 1/4 of the circle round the earth, it will measure half of the 360 degrees, that is 90 degree. Thus 90 degrees north latitude marks the north pole and 90 degrees of the south latitude marks the south pole. Just you observe the figure here. We have the north pole, that is 90 degree. We have the south pole latitude, that is also 90 degree. So both covered the 180 degree. It is exactly half of the 360 degree. So the circle means the degrees are in 360. And our in the southern hemisphere and northern hemisphere, in the north pole and the south pole covered the 180 degrees of the globe. So this is all about the globe. And all the parallels north of the equator are called the north latitudes. So these are the north latitudes because those are located in the northern hemisphere, and these are the south latitudes, those are located in the located in the south hemisphere. This is all about the globe. And north pole and south pole, this is the north pole and south pole. These are latitudes that measure the degree 90 degree, and this is the equator. It is the basic measurement line. It is divide our earth into two equal halves. This is the north hemisphere and this is the south hemisphere, and these latitudes are parallel lines. Those are never meet to each other, and towards from the 0 degree to north or 0 degree to south, the latitudes measurement in a decreasing order. So this is all about the globe. And recapitulation of this content. Globe, it is a true model of the earth. By the globe, we can study the earth's size, shape, movements, locating places, seasons, and day and night. And sun shines on the earth. These we can easily understand by the help of the globe. And types of the globes: small globes, balloon globes, and pocket globes. Axis, it is the one of the imaginary line. Our earth rotates on its own imaginary line called the axis. So it is tilted towards the sun from the perpendicular line to up to it measures 23.4 degree. And equator is the biggest latitude. It is an imaginary line on the globe, and it divides our earth into two equal halves. So this is about your two contents points. In upcoming class we will cover more continents till contents. Till then, bye bye, stay home, stay safe.